When it comes to Black Panther 2, still very little we know. We just know that it's Black Panther 2, and that's really about it. We can obviously assume it's going to be set within the normal Marvel universe, not in some sort of version of a different multiverse timeline. And there's been rumors about who the villain could be, but who really knows? Now, one of the actors from the first film says he wants a bigger role and wants to be the villain, so let's talk about the possibilities of actually doing this. So recently, while doing interviews, Winston Duke, who of course played M'Baku in Black Panther, talked about the future of Marvel Studios, and of course he was asked about his character, which a lot of people, including myself, thought was one of the best characters in that film, about his impact, and possible return. And while he wouldn't go into all of these details and spoil anything, which I honestly don't think he knows anything about the sequel, considering they're still writing it, there is an article linked down below which I want you guys to check out. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but they talk about, the aspect of Black Panther 2 needing a villain because they don't know one yet, and we'll talk about that in a second. And he says, he would like to come back and play a villain in the film. He would like to oppose Black Panther, and there's already that history between them, and Black Panther was obviously gone missing for years, so this could all be involved. And honestly, I kind of agree with this to a degree. Now, I said earlier we'll talk about this in a minute, and I'm talking about Namor. Remember, Namor and all that, that's still a rumor. Quote unquote confirmed by sources, we don't know up until the studio confirms it themselves, because, well, things could always change at the 11th hour, which we've seen before as well. Civil War, it didn't originally have Robert Downey Jr. in it, but then that changed literally at the 11th hour. So things can always go in a different direction. But honestly, I think if he was a secondary villain, again, kind of like maybe he's manipulated by the likes of Namor or something, and he resents T'Challa because T'Challa's back. He's just like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna take my throne back. And they're like, dude, you've been gone for like 5 years, and now you just come back. We moved without you. We had new rules. There's been new, reforms or whatever the hell countries and states do. Or I don't know politics. Look, I'll be real with you. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like, that's a good way to take it and have him not be really a villain that's physical, but maybe somebody that's opposing him from a, political angle. I think that would be really cool, and kind of like playing mind games with him, because look, the world has changed. You left everybody behind, and now you're back just trying to rule like the old ways. That's not really going to cut it the way that the universe has been reshaped. So, no, maybe he opposes him, and I think that's a good way to take it. But as a standout, just single villain, probably not.